morning.
We are in a very cold Cheltenham Cemetery. We are going to go and see the grave of
Possible Jack the Ripper, which is quite exciting, really. It's one of the people that they think might have been the notorious, everyone should know, killer Jack the Ripper. And they're buried in Cheltenham Cemetery, which is exciting. So we're going to try and source the grave and tell you a bit about it as well, and just take you for a walk around the cemetery while we go and try and find it.
So I'm Helen.
I'm Alex.
And we go to creepy attractions and haunted places and anything a bit spooky.
A bit weird and wonderful.
All around the world.
Yes.
So we'd love if you would join the creepy crew by hitting the subscribe button.
Please do.
And we bring out videos and videos every Thursday at 7 p.m. GMT.
OMG.
So here we go. There is Brian Jones.
Oh yeah.
The Rolling Stones.
This isn't who we're here for, but
He happens to be here too.
he's also in Cheltenham Cemetery.
Hi, Brian.
Right, Brian. Just have a quick let people leave stuff. So, for those that don't know, Brian was like a member of the Stones, found dead in his swimming pool. But yeah, we're not here for you, I'm afraid, mate. But rest easy. Right.
Well, I think from what I could see on the pictures, I think we might need to go up this way.
Oh, okay.
Carry on a little bit.
All right. Carry on my wayward time. Another bit of beautiful singing from me.
That one's like bursting out of that hedge, isn't it?
It is. It's a bush explosion. Don't go there. Right. So
It's very brisk today.
it is. It's I don't know if you can see how cold it is, but it is.
So, if by some wild reason you have not heard of Jack the Ripper, he was a serial killer who was active in 1888 in Whitechapel, and they never found him. He murdered 5 sex workers in a really brutal way. They also called him Leather Apron.
All right.
But we're going to see Sir Charles Renier Condor, who was a British Secret Service agent, assassin, and archaeologist. It's quite the CV.
Yeah. Isn't it?
So Condor was good friends with Sir Charles Warren, who was also an archaeologist, and they together did lots of excavations in the Middle East, one of which was King Solomon's tomb, where they took some rings and brought them back to Condor's property in London, and it is believed, well, some believe, that the reason for the murders was that Annie Chapman stole the rings and the other women benefited from the crime.
Right.
So that, they say, is why.
Oh, what? And then he killed those women because of the fact they benefited.
Yes.
Right. Got you.
And Sir Charles Warren, at the time, was in charge of the Ripper investigation.
Right.
So they think that he turned a blind eye so his mate would get away
That kind of
with
makes
the murder.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of makes sense.
it does. And one of the women, I'll have to have a look, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, which one of the poor victims it was, had runic symbols carved into her,
Oh.
which were traced to an ancient Middle Eastern language.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So there's a few things. I think we're going this way. People believe
Mind the...
is why he was the Ripper.
Right, that kind of makes sense. It's and I mean, they don't know who it was. No, there's all sorts of other theories, isn't there? Like the royal physician and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yes.
There's so much about it.
And even a member of the royals, I think,
wasn't it a strange cousin prince or something?
Yeah.
Like the guy that you keep in the attic and don't talk about. That kind of. But yeah, this is that's fascinating though. It's a whole different sort of spin on it.
Absolutely. Well,
Right. What sort of thing are we looking for?
it's a sort of. Is that it here? Yeah, I think I found it.
Look at that. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
Here he is.
Cool. Nicely found. I'm glad we put our boots on. So, try not to be disrespectful, obviously. It's quite hard to see that, but
To the
do you wanna...
dear memory of Claude Renier Condor, gentleman, scholar, explorer, soldier, LLD, I don't know what those acronyms are, Colonel, Royal,
What's that? What? A noble type appearing
the times were ripe.
That friend of mine who lives in God and of
Myra, his
dear wife. What's the date on it? Is that 10th of Feb 1910, I think that says?
Yeah, and then 19th of December, 29th of December, was that 1848 to 1910?
Oh yes, sorry, I didn't see that. I was probably looking at the wrong bit there. Yeah, so 1848 to 1910.
I don't. Yeah, maybe those are right.
Well,
they're on the gravestones, so I
yeah.
should imagine they are right.
Wow, you don't know.
So he was born in Cheltenham,
Yes.
and then obviously he travelled the world for his work, and then he lived in London for a period of time, and then he came back and passed away in Cheltenham, and then here is where he is buried.
Right. Well, and if you do want to see it, I guess, then I'm just giving a pan around while you were saying that, because you can sort of, there's like a massive gnarly tree there.
And there's the church just beyond it.
Yeah, you can see the church just there. So.
And then there's these houses here and a big tree stump.
Oh yeah, really good landmarks there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do want, and then it's got this kind of these crosses on it.
There's quite a distinctive scroll and then a cross.
Yeah, if I go this way, because you'll probably be walking on the path if you did. So the back of it looks very nondescript. It's just like a blob of stone. But there is, as Helen just said, this one here looks a bit like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Not being disrespectful in the slightest, but it looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is buried there. Big tree, church there, tree stump, houses. So you'll be able to then see the back of this.
As well, look.
What's
It's
this?
got a sword.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
Walter Edward Brett. Does that say
Lieutenant Colonel in the Indian Army.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Big up Walter Edward Brett.
Yeah. Cool stone.
Yeah, really cool.
Oh, there's so many gravestones here. I mean, so obviously we're in a graveyard. Of course there's loads, but it's just there's so many. But there you go. That could be a possible Jack the Ripper right there.
So it's definitely an interesting theory. Probably the theory that I've looked into the most because of it being so close to us.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we'll look into a few more, and maybe we can see if we can pay our respects to the victims where they're laid to rest at some point.
Yeah, sounds good.
Should we make it back to the car?
Let's go. So we have taken you around the graveyard, the cemetery in Cheltenham, and found where the potential Jack the Ripper grave is. Fascinating stuff. I think I enjoyed that, and we've been around a bit more of the graveyard as well, which has been really good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed joining us. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was really, really interesting. It's definitely got me inspired to find out some more about potential Ripper suspects. But yeah, if you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you as part of the Creepy Crew.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week, Thursday at 7 p.m.
Thursday at 7 p.m.
Bye.